Whose house is it? Ours. It's my house. I'm not ashamed to say my when it's my house. It's my house. It's my family. It's my life. The board has forgotten the special respect for individual liberty in the home that is supposed to be part of our culture and our law. And it gets worse. It gets worse because there are lawyers. I know them when I see them. There are lawyers and there are property managers who are enriching themselves off of us to attack special respect for individual liberty in the home. That's what they do for a living. And what's worse is they put one neighbor against another neighbor. And that's terrible. That's not the communities that we want to live in, that we want to raise our kids in. Some of the time what they do is actually illegal. Even less of the time do they get caught. Some of the time what they do is illegal. But what's worse is, a lot of the time, what they're doing is totally legal. And that's why we need to go to Austin, to change that. For a long time, the problems that homeowner associations have been under the radar. It's not that we haven't tried. I have known Harvella for a long time. I met her when I was working with Geneva Brooks, rest in peace. People have been raising these issues for 15 or 20 years, but we have not been able to get the legislature to do the right thing. He's right. We have not been able to get the legislature to do the right thing, and the problem is that the lawyers and the property managers who are milking the system have been the ones who wrote the laws. And that's why what they do is way too often perfectly legal and needs to stop. We're going to change the laws this year one way or another. How good the law is depends on us. No one will do it for us.
Right.
And so when I think it was Harvella said, tweet, I don't know how to do that yet.
Yeah. Twitter, Facebook.
So how to do it.
Do the Facebook and the Twitter.
Facebook, I have daughters. Eventually they will show me. I'm not on Facebook. But we need to use those tools.
Yes, yes.
This is a terrific turnout.
It really is.
And we have people in San Antonio, and we have friends who have been in the Valley, and we have actually a lot of support in Austin, where they seem to get this idea of it's part of the keeping Austin weird bit, this individual rights thing. And there are increasing numbers of people in Dallas and Midland. This room, picture it in every city in Texas, and that is a terrific group of caring people who are willing to get up on Saturday morning, as our fellow said. It's a nice Saturday morning. The press is listening.
Yep.
It's up to us to get a good message that reminds people that there are problems that need to be solved, that can be solved, that will be solved. My understanding is that what we're going to do today, after me, is that we're going to have several homeowner groups come up. Is that right?
Well, we have Lynn, and then we're going to have the group.
All right. So we're going to listen to each other's situations. One woman came up and told me today, she was bragging a little bit, they had a success. That's great. I said she should come up and talk to, because we need to hear the successes. We can win block by block by block. But some of us are going to need help in Austin. And we're going to take those block victories and we're going to turn them into legislative triumphs. So, let's go.
Our next speaker is Lynn Walshak. Lynn is with Texas Homeowners for HOA Reform, and she has an insight into terminology that